check. Check. I think it's okay now. So, yeah, I'm grateful that I did my heart rate zone training for day 2, which is to jog for 60 minutes, 1 hour at my heart rate zone 2, which is from 111 to 129 beats per minute. So yeah, this session is like double the torture from the last session, which is 30 minutes. And I guess because this is the second time I tried this, and I mean second try, as in like the second training, the day 2 training. So I'm more or less more familiar on my heart rate zone, the pace, and how should I go about doing it. And I think I nailed it this time. I managed to really slowly, very slow jog for this 1 hour to keep my heart rate zone really like at least 95%, or I should say 98% in my heart rate zone 2. And yeah, so just some notes to bring home, just in case if let's say you are also keen with the doing this heart rate zone training for your running. Like what I'm trying to do is some notes to bring home, which is number 1 is actually goal setting. So goal setting is very important. Oh my god, today is very windy. So goal setting, number 1, goal setting. So it's like a very short term. It's a very short term goal, which is only for your day 2 goal, which is for your training. And then your goal is just to set the training limits, which is your heart rate zone and the timing. So you don't have to look at distance, or just looking at your pace, control your pace. And yeah, it's like a short-term goal set. So yes. And number 2 is of course patience. Doing this, like what Jason has mentioned, is that it's difficult to unlearn something that you have learned and then relearn it again, which I think is very true. That's why it's very frustrating. Like the last my day 1 training is kind of like frustrating, because you don't know whether you should walk or you should jog in order to stay that low heart rate zone, which is zone 2. And then it's really not easy, because if I were to jog, I can't control my jogging pace, and then I'll go over my zone 2, and then I'll hit my zone 3, and then it will take a while for your heart rate to actually calm down. Yeah, so I was talking about my notes, and number 2 was patience, and number 3, I would say mind your own business, because when you are jogging that slowly, you will have a lot of pass by park connector user that is like running a lot faster than you, and more or less you will be affected by their speed, and you'll be feeling that why are you running so slow. So yes, mind your own business. And of course, in order to keep at that heart rate zone, your heart cannot skip a beat, because if let's say you are a guy and you saw like a pretty lady, and then you'll be like, oh okay, then when you're looking at the person, and then you probably stop focusing on your running, and you'll be like breathing faster, and then your heartbeat probably beat faster. So okay, for my case is, if let's say I'll be like seeing a good looking guy with a good body, and then you'll be like, oh, still good, then you forget what you're trying to do at that moment. So yeah, mind your own business. So minding your own business means having focus in your run. Okay, the focus is always Just make sure you run at a constant pace and at the heart rate that you intended to do during the training day. Yeah, that's number 3. And number 4, other than minding your own business, okay, number 4 I would say the running technique. So for myself, number 4 is probably breathing. So concentrating on my breathing, using diaphragm breathing, and counting the steps that I take for one breath, one inhale and one exhale is also very important. So I was being told that you need to alternate, like the inhale now is probably on your left foot, and then the next inhale should be on your right foot. And I believe that logic actually plays a very important part, because when practicing my FP, my functional patterns, I realized that the breathing part, if let's say you're doing diaphragm breathing, it actually plays a very important part when doing the inhale and exhale. If you're pushing out your right hand or your left hand, it does plays a part on the muscle use that you're doing during the inhale and exhale. And yes, so if let's say we are going to do like long runs, especially alternating your breathing, your inhale and exhale when doing like your different foot steps, I think it's very important, so that you actually balance out the muscles that you are used, so you don't overuse on just one side only. And of course, number 5 is my running form. So the running form, now that you are trying to do it so slowly and so torturously, you will be more mindful. So for me, I find that I'm more mindful about every step that I take, the landing of my foot, and trying to concentrate. And when you're doing so slowly, it's just like weight training. When you're doing your weight training, your isometric, I don't know what you call them. So when you're doing your weight training, and then you try to do it very slowly, as compared to do it like as fast as you can, just getting the repetition done, the results is actually different, because when you're trying to do it very slowly, you're actually trying to have better control, and probably using different part of the same muscles, or even like smaller group and deeper muscles for that particular movement. So it's I would say it's really a psychomotor skills that you need to relearn again. And then it's like fine-tuning. It's literally like fine-tuning of your bodily movements, your brain, the connection and everything. It's really fine-tuning of how it works. And then by doing it like the day 1 30 minutes and the day 2 60 minutes, it's actually trying to push your body to fine-tune it based on the time frame. So I'm like I'm not very sure whether how well this heart rate zone training is going to work for myself, but I'm willing to learn and then give it a try, because if you never try, you will never know. And I think it's a good thing for me, because first off, because it's a challenge for me running. So if let's say now that I'm going to relearn it, I would say that it will be good, because I'm doing it from the start, whether is it old school or not old school or whatever. I believe if let's say people who have tried it before and then it works for them, it should be more or less another way to work for me, because it's just about your intention, how well you want to perform in it, and how well you can actually focus in the training. It's not just about running or getting into the heart rate zone, but it's more on like doing the focus that you want, using I guess that's about it for today, and I've completed my day 2 training. So I'm looking forward for my day 3 training. Yeah, peace.